Well, now for a story that will warm all but the hardest of hearts. A Jewish man who was searching for a stranger who stopped him from ending his life has finally found the Good Samaritan through a huge social media campaign. 26-year-old Johnny Benjamin was so depressed he was ready to take his life on London's Waterloo Bridge in January 2008. In fact, he was suffering with schizoaffective disorder and ready to commit suicide. But a Good Samaritan stepped in and talked him down.
So I just felt like life wasn't worth living anymore, really, and I decided that I was going to take my life. So I went to Waterloo Bridge in central London the morning of Monday the 14th of January 2008, and I climbed onto the edge, and I don't know how long I was standing there for, but then this guy walked up to the side of me and he just started talking to me. He was saying things like, you know, tell me what's wrong, mate, just let's talk about this, let's go for a coffee and have a talk about this. And I was in my own kind of world, and it kind of burst the bubble that I was in, and I did start talking to him. Eventually I agreed to go for a coffee with him, and I climbed over the barriers to safety. But then the police were there waiting for me, and they grabbed me and took me away. So I never got a chance to go for that coffee with him or say thank you.
Exactly 6 years on from the incident, Johnny started a huge worldwide social media and internet campaign in a bid to find the man who effectively saved his life so he could say thank you, with help from charity Rethink Mental Illness. He named the campaign Find Mike because he'd forgotten the man's name in his distressed state. Very soon, #FindMike was trending worldwide. A few days into the campaign, Neil Laybourne's fiancée alerted him to it, and he immediately knew he was the passerby Johnny was looking for. Very soon, the pair were reunited, and it was an emotional moment.
It just meant so much to express my gratitude towards him. And it felt like we were just long-lost friends that, you know, hadn't seen each other for years. And it was just a moment I'll never forget. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It was a moment that I'll never forget, really.
Schizoaffective disorder affects about 1 in 200 people, and those suffering have very high or very low moods and might lose touch with reality. Now Johnny just hopes his story will give others struggling with mental illness and their loved ones some inspiration.
You know, I've had messages from people all over the world who have said, you know, I've felt this way before, and it's all about giving people hope, really. And, you know, hopefully we've gone some way in achieving that, so that's fantastic. It's not just about me finding this guy to be reunited with him, it's about telling other people that, you know, they can also overcome any adversity in life.
Well, Johnny is also a video blogger and has presented a BBC documentary on mental illness. He's also making a film about his search for his Good Samaritan. As for Neil, he says the pair have agreed to stay in touch. This is Edward Barron for JN1 in central London.